Monday nights. You know, I
Monday Night Live.
Waiting on Mr. E to tune in. What up, Mayor Bell? That's a new follower, I believe.
We are getting our show started. This is the Love and War show. Love and War Talk right here. Love and War Radio on Instagram Live.
Yes, what up, Fat Honey?
Don't go nowhere, y'all. Stay here for this.
Hey, yo! What's up, King Boss? You be cracking me up with your posts. We gotta wait on Mr. E. Of course, he was charging his phone. He was like, give me to 8:05. I need to charge my phone to get some more juice. So that's what we waiting on.
You and me,
Ebony, Mr. E, and Delight. That don't rhyme. So what?
Okay. Mr. E. Diddy. See, Mr. E, you done came at the end of the song.
And then he always said, why y'all? There he goes.
Yeah.
Why y'all start without me?
Yeah.
Well, like, were we supposed to sit in silence and wait for you?
Yes. I might have to open up this door, child.
What up, Derek? You toasty?
It's a little toasty in here.
Let me make sure we can hear Mr. E first. Mr. E. Hello. Yeah, we can hear him.
Let me turn the door.
What up, Jessica Mancata? Nice to have you back again, dear. This one is for you. Girl, you know you have all the crazy posts, too. You be going in on your boyfriend or your husband. I forget that's your husband. With the subliminal post.
That's what I wanted to talk about, too, with this topic. So let's go ahead and just jump it off, because I don't think it's going to be an hour show tonight. I'm not feeling too well.
Oh, Lord.
I think I'm just doing a little too much coffee throughout the day.
Right, and too much work and thinking and everything else.
Too much coffee. And then I done started my new gig at
AEG.
And I'm just a little overwhelmed, child. So anyways.
Welcome to Love and War Talk.
Yes.
I'm your girl, Ebony Mose.
I am at On Air Divas, Delight.
Okay.
And this your boy, Mr. E.
All right. And
at Mr. E. Diddy.
At Mr. E. Diddy. Make sure
Mr.
y'all follow both of them because they're tuned into my live. What up, Houdini Pete, Iron Dog? I see a lot of folks tuning in. So anyways, sis hit us up with this topic. She hit us both up pretty much last night. We got to talk about this. Go ahead. Jump it off.
Well, first of all, I wanted to tell everybody, though, too.
What?
To make sure they follow our Love and War channel, Love and War Talk, right here on Instagram.
That's
okay.
Right. We got to get the followers up.
And then make sure y'all watch our shows after they air right here on Instagram Live. You can actually follow our YouTube channel at Love and War Radio. And then we're also on Spreaker iTunes, podcasting. We just taking this thing to a whole nother level.
Right.
We on Spotify. So, we got the podcast popping. So just make sure y'all tune in, follow us, like all that stuff. Follow our podcast, follow our YouTube channel.
Catch the previous shows too.
All right.
Now.
All right. Putting your relationship business on social media. That's what we're talking about tonight. Because it's like an epidemic that's going on right now. This new social media age that we living in today. I mean, it seems like everywhere I turn around, people are playing out what is going on in their relationships on social media. Now, I'm not going to put anybody necessarily in my family on blast, but I've seen it happening in around me too. And when you're going through something, you have to be sensitive to family members and other people that might be watching the demise of a relationship.
Exactly.
And we ain't trying to see it play out like that on social media.
And putting the business out there, period.
Mental health is real. So I feel like if you need to vent, go see a counselor.
Or talk to your friends, shit.
You can talk to a friend too, but
talk to your friends.
Just don't go to social media and air out your business all on Instagram and Facebook but I want to get everybody else's, opinion on it. And primarily what really bothered me and had me get to this topic is Nene, not one of my favorite Real Housewives of Atlanta star, Nene Leakes. She's not one of my favorite reality show stars, but you know, she is like a godmother of reality show. You know, she didn't come a long way. She kind of, you know, paved the way, but I don't feel like she sets a good example because a couple weeks ago, you know, Ebony was like, what did she do? And then Mr. E, I don't know if you're aware.
I knew about it, but I was asking, was it something else? Like,
No,
something
Mr.
else
E, you don't look
that
impressed.
was like 2 weeks
You
ago.
don't look like
You know, I ain't the reality.
He ain't
show.
following it.
No.
You're not following
But I'm
it.
just saying.
Nah.
Okay. All right. Well, will you still chime in, and I'm gonna be asking you about it. So, it was a headline a couple weeks ago that Nene Leakes slams her husband Greg on social media, calling him mean, grouchy, and evil, and he's battling cancer.
And people, I mean, if you guys don't know anybody going through cancer, just because I've had loved ones, I'm a caregiver part-time too, and I deal with cancer patients, but those are the signs. They get angry, they get depressed, you know what I mean? They're thinking about life and everything that they're facing. So not everything is happy and easy to deal with. Even our mother, you know what I mean? She didn't want to snap sometimes, so she would snap because she was angry.
And
you know what I mean? Mood swings, it's difficult, but still, should she have lashed out on Twitter and tweet like, you know, pray for yourself? And, you know, she was just being very messy, and a lot of people were replying or, you know, telling her, hey, you know,
that was
out.
the ugliest. That was so
especially
ugly.
when your husband is fighting cancer.
I mean,
fighting for his life. And, you know, he chose not to continue chemotherapy. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's battling stage
so
3 colon cancer, and he's at a point where he just decided, I just seen it like a couple days ago, he opted out of doing chemotherapy, which means, you know, it's just going to take over. He's just going to take his time, do his life. He don't want to do chemo. He's just going to let the nature take its course, basically.
Oh
so
my
it's
God.
sad.
Are
you know,
you serious?
She's stressed out too. But again, it's hard when
that's when you go get counseling and
Right.
you go get help. You go set you an appointment. You don't go on social media and add insult to injury and put your loved one on social media.
Right.
When our mom was going through that, when your dad was going through that, like, we don't.
My dad was angry and snapped it.
We
and
don't go put our
was,
people
though.
on blast on social media.
We sure didn't.
And that's some false sense of reality that's going on nowadays with this whole, you know, reality show stars and celebrities.
And they have thousands and millions of followers. So again, like you say, every move that they make is an example that they're setting. So every time you're not, you know what I mean, putting out the right energy, or you say something that makes you look real bad, you can delete them tweets, but still a lot of people already saw them. You know what I mean?
It went out there.
It already went viral.
Now, Black Rhino made an interesting point, and he said, because I thought about that too when you just made
What
that
up,
comment.
DigiPimp?
When you just made that comment, I said, well, damn, you know, if Nene was my wife, hell, I want to just go on and die too.
You know
just
what I mean?
because of how she is. You know what I mean?
He's tired. They've been married since, what was it? It's been like 20-something years.
But, and I take that back. I know that they both going through a whole lot. But, and that don't mean, you know, God has the final say so. So that Greg, not the fact that he getting off chemotherapy, he might be doing some holistic stuff, and God is the final, has the final say so. I believe in miracles.
That's true. That's true, because chemo will take you out a lot quicker.
God is Jehovah Rapha, and he is a God who heals. So if Greg just get himself together and get the right hands laid on him and speak his healing and declare and decree every day, you know, miracles could take place. But Black Rhino said, if she was my wife, I'd get off the meds too. I said, Lord Jesus.
You know, it's sad.
Oh, it's a cold game.
That one patient that I had recently, he was very, very just, how do you say, he was a nice guy, but he was snapping at his children. And everybody
they take it out. They take it out on everybody that's closest to them.
Right, trying to take care of him.
Remember, he told you to go home and then called you and told you to come back.
One day he sent me home. He was sending everybody home. He told his son to leave everybody out because he was just having a moment. And people don't realize when you're, I mean, and there's other situations that we can talk about, but this one in particular case, he's battling cancer. And the reason why he's having mood swings and might be depressed and angry and everything is because he's battling losing his life. Possibly, you know,
and nobody knows
and
how that
nobody
feels.
knows how that feels
until you are in that position.
Until you are in the position, and again, we had to take it
and
off
they
of my
take
mom
it
and
out.
my dad, but we still showed them nothing but love. And I mean, the people, the doctors and caregiver people, they give you advice as well and tell you, hey, this is what you should expect. You know what I mean? So I'm surprised nobody told her already. This is what you should expect. So don't take anything personal.
On
You're
the
not
people
supposed to take anything personal
closest to you. So let's just move on because I don't want to beat up Greg and Nene
I
on
do,
this topic.
but anyway.
Well, no, I mean, I think it was totally foul.
Let's move
but
on
let
to
me ask
Cardi and
Mr.
them,
E.
too. I know,
Yeah,
come on,
Mr.
Mr.
E.
E.
What do you think about, you know, because you've mentioned before you and your wife are very private. What do you say about this? You know, putting your personal relationship business on social
Black
media.
Rhino. He said, "Oh, he got cancer. I'm a block you anyway." Go
But
ahead.
Mr. E, go ahead.
Well,
Putting
I'm
personal
gonna tell you,
relationship business on social media.
Well, we have a creed where we don't even go to family about our business. I don't know if you remember me talking about it, but we don't even go to family and friends when it comes to the things that happen in our household. So, I mean, it's needless to say, we definitely don't go to social media about what we're going through, you know.
Has that happened to one of your partners? Have you been with a friend? Do you have a friend whose girl or vice versa, whose man puts their business and airs their dirty laundry on social media? Have you seen that in your family or in your inner circle, family or anything, friends?
Well, I'll give you one better. It was a young lady. I thought she was a friend of mine. We ended up doing music together, and I ended up trending. I ended up trending because we got into it on Twitter. And I remember like people all from Houston and New Orleans and all that, like, damn, what's going down in Dallas? Like this was when Twitter was popping, like 2008, 2009. And
trending topic.
We got into it and we trended. Yeah, like we trended. Like
why?
Because because everybody in Dallas got involved, the little rappers and all that got involved. And one day I'm gonna have to tell y'all that story. But the bottom line is, man, it's real. Like people will blast you on, will leak your news on social media. They will blast you on social media, and I ain't never really been into that.
I was telling her it ain't even just relationship wise. There's a lot of people that get into disagreements on social media and decide to
we see that
celebrities, you know, rappers, singers, models, everybody fighting and writing paragraphs and stories, and you know what I mean, couples breaking up. And I remember when what was it, Lady Luck and Samaya Reese broke up, you know. I mean, it was messy, you know what I mean? Sometimes it get messy, and then Lady Luck had new pictures with Nicki Minaj and was just like totally trying to shit on her. It was hella funny, but still, like certain people.
What did yeah, Fat Honey says
she liked to air laundry, or she liked.
I'm personally a fan of posting dirty laundry. Black Rhino says the only reason our relationship should be on social media is if we're done and you're ready to pass on me like the blunt. Okay.
Oh,
posting dirty relationships is a push to not go back to the dirty dog. All right.
Reminder.
It's
go back and look at your previous post.
I mean,
but people go back and delete shit too, though.
But still, sometimes it's like it's too late, and to me, that's like leading your life by your emotions. And that's one thing that my stepdad taught me. He was like, don't ever lead by emotions. Don't make emotional decisions, you know, because that can get you in trouble. And I think it has in the past with Cardi B and Offset. I think, you know, in the past she's gone on to social media and then she ends up taking them back. Then you look stupid.
This should look like a publicity stunt to me. Everything look like a publicity. Whatever they got going on, I'm not buying it. Whatever they got going on, to just keep on trying to stay relevant, because again, we forgot about them a little bit, and now they like, oh, y'all forgot? Oh, we got something going on. Like, no,
I thought it was a publicity stunt too, though.
Then a nigga show up at the concert too, boo-hooing.
And she got something to say, because she said people think it's a publicity stunt because he got a new album out. Come out, Mr. E. What
they trying to become relevant? You know,
yeah,
Offset trying to separate from Migos and buy my album, and you know what I mean. Again, he trying to become relevant.
And not only that, but they tied to each other for the rest of their life. That's why I think it's a publicity stunt. They all on the same label. They have to see each other almost all the time, every day. And Cardi B, to me, ain't no catch. She ain't no. I mean, what I mean is she is, but she really got no catch to where she's gonna be like she to where she could do way better than Offset. I just don't see it.
And he ain't shit either. Offset, look at him. He look like a battle cricket. He ain't all that either.
Wait a minute, hold on.
But that's my point.
Chris Brown had his people allegedly get at her.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, Chris Brown allegedly had his people get at Cardi B, and Offset feeling some type of way and mad at Chris Brown right now because he tried to holler at her through his people, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So if she ain't such a catch, she out there catching Chris Brown.
Catching.
Hold on, I need to remind y'all as the male perspective, I need to remind y'all again that there's a difference between us wanting to smash because it's convenient and us wanting to really be with you. They married, okay? You know what I'm saying? So obviously Chris Brown don't want to do nothing but smash because you can't do anything else with a married woman. Am I right or am I wrong?
What she said, she openly went on social media a couple weeks ago and said it ain't working out between me and my child's father, and that it was over. Period.
Okay.
She was
and
like,
you can't go back and delete that shit.
I mean,
they already screen recorded everything.
But let's try it again, okay? All I'm saying is, if somebody is married already, they may get a divorce in the future. But if they married, then you automatically letting them know that you really want to smash because y'all can't do nothing until that person get a divorce. You see what I'm saying? If I really care about a person, I'm not gonna get at them during the divorce process unless it ain't nothing. And then
I'm gonna have my people get at her. I mean, I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
And I'm not trying to say
caring about no
Cardi's a catch or not a catch.
I don't think any of us want to marry Cardi B. You know what I'm saying?
Offset did.
I think Offset
is
found himself a little too deep. Nah, I just think he found himself a little too deep. He wanted to get him some, and then everybody was like, "Y'all make a cute couple," and then they start dating, and then they had the baby.
Then she had that high album. Then she had that high album. She was the shit for a minute, and that was the perfect time for him to jump on the coattail.
But let's keep it real. I don't think any of us want to marry Cardi B. I don't.
Or Offset.
I mean, Cardi is a pretty girl.
She's a pretty girl.
It's a lot of pretty girls.
She's a gangsta boo. She's a gangsta boo. She need a gangsta dude. She's a gangsta boo.
There you
go.
But he think he gangsta. So I mean,
he ain't all the way
I'm just
gangsta.
saying. At the end of the day, do y'all appreciate? I necessarily think it's very immature, and I know they're young, and I know they're in their 20s. But I necessarily say young people of today, do not follow in their footsteps by playing out your entire social media. I mean, your problems in your relationship on social media. I just think it's ugly.
Even with friends. Even with friends, though. Friends airing out laundry. Yeah, I for sure think it's a publicity stunt. But friends be airing out laundry too and sending like messages. You already know who done broke up, who ain't friends no more. Subliminal, what you call them, posts and memes and shit, you know, all that stuff going on.
Black Rhino said that Cardi and Amber, Eve, he said they strip club legends.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all dudes love
Eve the rapper?
No, we love to smash strippers. Don't do
Eve was a stripper?
We love to smash. We love to smash strippers. We don't usually marry strippers.
We don't marry strippers.
And let me tell you, the ones that do is niggas like Offset and Kanye. People we think is thrown off. But I'm just saying, like, y'all, we'll marry one stripper. Y'all be like, men like strippers. No, them niggas like strippers. After we done smash. After everybody else didn't smash. Come on, man.
You know
who
what?
out here marrying strippers though? They marrying them. They show up.
Okay, you got a porn star.
You got two.
Every time, every show, do we got to put that business out there?
Because
every damn show.
But we talked about
everybody.
We just talked about it last show.
Okay, he didn't just came follow me from another page, just a personal page. Now, what is this? I'm like, okay, it's too much going on here.
Shout out to him,
right?
But we ain't gonna. Shout out to the name.
He probably watching from a block page, not a block page.
It's Kinky is on. She said strippers are getting wifed up. L.O. laughing my ass. So she said
they are.
They are getting wifed up, but we don't. But the majority, we don't want them.
Hold on, I got one for y'all. I got one for y'all. Rob Kardashian's infamous breakup with Blac Chyna and how he put her on blast.
He fell out.
He put her on blast on social media.
I felt so bad for Rob. Rob got emotionally. He got everything.
He raised my girls. What you talking about? He raised my all girls. You ain't never seen no man.
And then his stepdad turned into a woman.
It's all women. Come on, man.
So bless his heart, but he totally went out like a female on social media. I have never seen, you rarely see a man really put a woman on blast that way on social media.
For sure.
That's the era he grew up in. His sister Kim Kardashian made her fortune through social media. Okay, so Kylie, all of them, everybody is the social media generation. So I mean, that's all he know. That's all he know. We can expect this from Rob.
Well, Rob did put her on blast in 2017 with extremely graphic, an expletive kind of like post. I mean, just they've been deleted, now.
He used to post and delete shit all the time. He used to post and delete stuff all the time and then delete his page. Then he just come back out of nowhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you don't forget.
Rob don't count.
No, Rob don't count.
Rob count.
You ain't never seen Rob outside in the yard airboxing or wrestling or with a football in his hand.
Kiki said Rob is sick like Kanye. They both sick. Kanye.
Well, that's why people need. I mean,
Kanye had his rant. He just ran it on Twitter this week or something.
He just went off on Lourdes or something. That Lord.
He going off with somebody every week on Twitter just ranting. I think that nigga high as a kite.
He went off
on something is going on with him mentally.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They giving him drugs though, and the drugs that they giving him got him high as a kite.
And that definitely
mental health is real. But I'm just saying, everybody shouldn't even have access to freely use Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. Because now I'm just feeling like,
I remember when Chris Brown used to go ham too. Remember, he stopped that shit though. He used to go on rants, Chris Brown, and just go ham on social media.
For Chris Brown.
He been good lately. He been low.
I feel like everybody's human. At some point, you may go on a little rant, especially when certain things around you affect your business or affect your job or your livelihood. Like, for example, if somebody accuses you of something on social media, you have to defend yourself to your fans and everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Kiki said he went off on Ariana Grande. I'm trying to think who Kanye did. Was it this week?
He been going off on everybody.
Yeah, Kanye did.
He is crazy.
He been.
They just use it as. I think a lot of people use social media sometimes as their therapy, and they forget that they do have followers and people that. Again, every time you post something showing you're depressed, you're sad, you're angry, you're going through it, everybody's exposed to that. So we see it and we don't forget. But people use that shit as therapy. Facebook, remember how statuses used to change all the time and people would post stuff?
Perfect example. Our commander-in-chief right now. I have never seen in the history of the White House that somebody, our president,
he's a bitch.
Our president of the United States of America runs the entire. He runs his entire presidential campaign literally on social media. You just see that Trump tweet every day. That Trump tweet just come out.
But that lets you know this is the era of social media.
It really is. So it says Ariana Grande apologizes after Kanye West claims she used his Drake feud to promote her song. So basically, he was feuding with Drake.
Did he say Drake robbed him, or he sent his goons to rob him, or what the hell happened? It's too much.
I don't know, but anyways,
I think that was like TMZ. It was like
between
TMZ
the president, Kanye West.
You talking about Drake?
Yeah, Drake, Kanye West, the president of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
For sure.
All of them are just, I think that it's just inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? And then more so, but it's not just only about relationships. This is about relationships with everybody, men and women, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boyfriend, friend, whatever. Whatever floats your boat.
Hey, official Gorilla DJ said, haven't seen y'all since 2008 at Divine. Devin the Dude Show.
That's a long
time ago, for sure. Appreciate you tuning in for a quick minute.
Thank you. So we're talking about right now on the show, putting your personal relationship business on social media. And people that are in relationships or were in relationships or whatever the case is, they put their situation out there to play out in front of everybody on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. They deleting each other, unfollowing each other. All of this is going down publicly.
Not paragraphs like everybody else doing it, but I might have sent a post or two. you know, in my past.
How about those subliminal posts that y'all be seeing?
And they know that it's for them. They know it's for them. I didn't send a post or two to a nigga. At one time, he used to make me feel some type of way on Instagram. So I'm like, I'm gonna post something on your ass.
Question. Do y'all remember?
And he'll come like.
Do y'all remember Nonstop Hip Hop TV?
Oh yeah, that's my boy Tedrick.
We got into
y'all done got into it. Oh, not
we almost trended.
That's why he probably ain't watching the show now. Shit.
He watching
I just hollered at him a couple. No, that's probably why he ain't watching the show.
We ain't seen him ever trend in.
But he was just out here, and I was supposed to look up on him a couple weeks ago.
I told him I was gonna slap him, but it was a long time ago.
No.
You know, we were
y'all gotta kiss and make up.
No, because he said something okay, like he used to say stuff about Dallas all the time, and he used to talk about Dallas all the time, and I would ignore it. But he said something personal about either the Triple D, about Chief and the Triple D, or the Triple D anthem. It was something to that effect, and I had to get on his ass. But he cool people though. He cool people. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people.
But did you respect that? I mean, did you, instead of picking up the phone and like calling him?
I didn't have an option. I didn't have an option.
So you just got at him on social media.
No, it was about the record. It was about like the Triple D anthem. It was about the record. You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, you don't play that about your songs, your track, your art.
No, I mean at the time I was just young, and I was tired of him because he used to always talk about Dallas anyway. Man, you know, and I'm like, why you out here? Why is you even cover us? Like, you know, won't you go back to the West or go wherever you from? You know what I'm saying? But at the time, but I never bothered him about that. But then when it was about the song, then
it got personal to your music and your stuff,
I was like, now I'm finna get on your ass like I've been wanting to do. Cause you know, now you out of line.
You guilty, Mr. E.
Guilty of social media.
You're guilty for putting people on
social media terrorism. That's what that shit is. Social media terrorism. Cause y'all out here fighting on the internet. I remember seeing friends and people just, you know, fighting and putting all your dirty business out there. Laundry, you fuck this. That's why you got that. You got an STD. I done seen so much shit back in the day. I don't even want to say no names, but them club girls that still doing club shit now. Back in the day, they didn't all used to be friends. It was a group of girls.
I just remember my situation.
She blasted the dude. Remember the dude that she put the big football player ass nigga in lingerie? He put on, but see, he should have never put on that lingerie though. First of all, nigga, and take a picture of that for one.
Okay, Mr. E, I was telling what a dude from SMU.
When the relationship went bad, that lingerie photo ended up on Facebook, Instagram.
Well, no, it wasn't even on Facebook. We talking about MySpace, child. This was so long ago. We talking about MySpace, child.
Because she put that nigga out there in lingerie, a pink
I'm talking about
pink bodysuit or something.
I'm talking about. We talking about Clout Records security. What's that club? It was off the 635.
Oh my goodness, Rhythm City?
No, off the 635. It was the one that was popping across from Valley View Mall.
I know what you're talking about. Rockefeller.
Well, it was not Rockefellers at the time.
Hold on, I gotta remember all the names.
Okay, anyways, he was doing security. I met him there. At the end of the day, he played football for SMU, and I was really hoping I didn't ruin that boy's football career. I felt so bad afterwards, but he had pissed me off so bad, so I guess I am guilty
what
too.
Happened?
Oh, he was gay.
I was just getting ready.
Well, one day my negligee was still on the ground, you know, afterwards.
Who does that though? This nigga looked like Vericosa in a pink ass bodysuit, onesie looking ass. Like it wasn't.
And I used to take the pictures.
It was a two-piece
for the club. So I had my camera and I had snap, and I had it, and it was like I used it as blackmail.
Said petty.
It was so petty.
It was so petty.
And I felt bad, and I'll never forget.
She did feel bad.
Corey called me and was like, take D Light, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Take
you gonna ruin your career.
And I thought
she's supposed to be publicist of the year and shit.
I went PR on that shit. Excuse me.
That nigga was about to have an e-blast out to 25,000 people, boy.
Oh my God.
He would have kept it up.
Oh, she sent an e-blast?
No, it was, I sent some shit out through MySpace. It was wrong.
But still, no, she had hella followers, though.
You know what? If he's watching right now, if he
we was on the radio, remember? We was on 97.9.
No, I wasn't on the radio yet. We weren't on the radio yet.
Okay, because we had hella
back
followers.
when I was still at the club.
No, because I could have sworn.
We was still at the club.
You sure?
We was just still doing work in the club.
To beat Rhythm City.
Anyways, I was wrong. Houdini Pete. Oh,
You
you
know
was
what?
definitely wrong. I was
You know
wrong,
what?
but I was hurt.
You know what? I should have tried to dig up some dirt. I should have tried to dig up some dirt on D-Light because she shot me to the left a long time ago.
Oh my God! Don't you lie?
I tried to get her to help me with my music.
And he said because he was dark skinned.
Because you know this was before Chief and all that.
She had a thing for dark skin, so it ain't that.
It wasn't. He was
it was because I was dark skinned. But anyway,
hey, no, we always love dark skinned men, so it ain't because you dark skinned, nigga.
Mr. E, I didn't know who he was.
Chief epidemic and everything. And what I was trying to do, I was trying to get my music out, and I went to D-Light. It was a DJ meeting. I'll never forget. I went to D-Light, and I was like, yo, can you help me? But man, she shot me to the left. She like, okay, well, I'm going to call her. I'll get with you later. I'm like, dang.
Oh, you produce?
You say what?
Oh, you produce.
No, she didn't want, she treated me like a peon. D-Light.
No, I was just
she didn't even
caught
know
up.
that later on we was going to be working together. But she didn't know.
I was just caught up, Mr. E. I apologize,
it's cool.
bro.
It's cool.
I apologize.
She was Diva D-Light. She was bougie back then.
I wasn't bougie.
She was bougie.
I was not bougie.
She was in diva mode.
She was in diva mode for sure. But she was running around friendly with everybody.
I had so much going
And
on.
she was working with the radio, so you know.
Mr. E, come on now,
cool.
bro. I apologize, bro. Come on, man. You always bring that shit up, man. Man, come on, drop that, man.
Hey, one time our fight ended up on social media when we got into that wrestling match in the studio.
It wasn't on social media, though.
It was on social. It was on K104 social media, bitch, and everybody.
It was on the station had a video camera watching us scrap in the studio, and it was went all bad.
Oh, it was all bad.
We almost got fired over that.
Okay, but they fired her later.
They
knew
fired
she was the crazy one.
They
knew she was the crazy one.
If you a passenger and you a driver, a car can only drive and one person could drive and passenger. Ebony is one of the people that try to jump over and grab the wheel. It's gonna be a problem. So we end up having problems.
She used to get mad at me because I was social medializing. Basically, that's what our fights would be over.
Okay, anyway,
I was
getting off topic.
Our show, but anyway,
we getting off topic. We done
made it about us messing up on social media.
I know, and we done cut up all. We got to cut our time. And I wasn't even expecting on going that long. Princess Love. Let's talk about that. We bringing up putting your personal relationship business on social media.
She sure did.
But not only did Princess Love
she was emotional when she was
put Ray J on blast.
His sister too.
And his mama and his sister. And
they never gonna get along.
No, her and Brandy, there was something around Thanksgiving where her and Brandy and the baby took some pictures and they
I don't trust Brandy
came back
Brandy,
together.
I don't know
somehow. But I just think that's so inappropriate, Mr. E. Like
I heard they treat her like shit though.
I know you heard they talk to her like
Princess
shit.
said that they do. Brandy was evil to her.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I just
see that's what you put out on social
if you
media,
put that stuff on social media,
it
doesn't fly over well with the family. That's rule number one. Keep it in the family. Mr. E, you agree with me on this because you and your wife don't even go to family with the family business. So if that's my brother, my son, or something, I'm not gonna feel. I'm not wanting you to bash my son on social media, ruin his reputation, make him look, even if he's cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? That's stuff that you deal with personally.
I wouldn't want nobody to know personally. I wouldn't want nobody to know. I don't post that stuff no more.
Mr. E, would you be able to? They've been able to make it work. Luckily, but how do you feel about could you make it work like that if you Ray J and and of course she was pregnant and all that stuff and she was emotional, and I know these reality show people, maybe they feel that because they're on TV and their lives are open, they have to be transparent and live their life so open on social media.
And I was going to say
I think that's too true.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think sometimes it crosses and then you don't know where to draw the line because you got your personal life and then you got the professional life, but it's part of your professional life job. It's part of your job to let people see your personal life to a certain extent.
Right.
And sometimes you don't know, you get caught up and you don't know where to draw the line.
And sometimes they think the shit might get them more followers or just get them more publicity or, get somebody to hire them for something. Sometimes people do it for publicity though. You know what I mean? And really, that's what it's always about. People want attention. They're attention whores, and they want it to be noticed. They want everybody to know. Even when who else fell out? What's her name from Love and Hip Hop? Her and the little K Michelle and Lyrica, and they fell out all on social media, and it ended up being because she supposedly smashed Safari. And that never really came out too. If they
yeah,
really
Safari said he lied. Safari said he lied. But recently, you know,
sure he did.
Also Aniko, Kevin Hart, and Tori Hart. You know, Tori basically felt like she said she had to come out and like basically tell the truth or you know, maybe say her side of the story, defend her. But I think it's also unhealthy for the kids. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about, like, even with, let's throw that we talking about Kevin Hart and Tori Hart and how that could affect the relationship and the dynamics with their stepmother and the kids. And then let's talk about, like, for example, 50 Cent and his baby's mother.
He stayed messy though. He stayed putting his business, you know, and everybody else's business. At the end of the day, he did pay child support and was and kept, you know, that girl, she and his son were raised, you know, he had a roof over his head. He basically had he paid child support to her, but she still chose to continue like a toxic relationship. And right now you see that playing out, like him and his son don't have a decent relationship, and it all plays out on social media. And it just
so,
even his son's relationship.
And I have a question. My question is, if someone puts your business out on social media, do you have a right to defend yourself, or are you feeding into it? Like, what is just? Is it just?
I think you feed into it. I think that you have to take that stuff when it involves children, career, your name, your reputation.
Take it off the net into the phone,
professionally,
or in the face,
financially. Yeah, when you dealing with all that stuff, you know, people, it shouldn't play out on social media. We should go to counseling. We should try to resolve it, but just keep it off of social media because there's too much at stake. Especially somebody like Tori Hart and Kevin Hart. Y'all got kids. They live with Aniko and Kevin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So here's my question. So here's my question. Let's say, and I want to just use this for example. Let's just say I get into it with y'all, and I go on social media, and I just start going bad. Are you telling me y'all don't have a right to defend yourselves?
We do have a right, but should we? Should we? No, we do have a right to do that. And some people, it depends on what you're trying to defend. It depends on, you talking about kids, you talking about stuff that's not true.
But professionally,
you know, it depends on
if
it revolves or requires a reaction.
Never happen. Right. I hope that would never happen.
No, it would. I'm not going to do it. But I was just using it as an example because I wanted to kind of.
That would sabotage. Yeah, that would sabotage us ever working together again. When you involve social media like that, there's a possibility that there's no coming back from that. Once you publicly shame and humiliate somebody,
and even for the regular folks, y'all not realizing your job could see these posts. You know what I mean? Whatever you doing,
potential
employers, clients. People don't realize also when you're like on Instagram and social media, whether you have like say people in your phone as your contacts, like business and church people and all that stuff. When you go over to like the friends on Instagram to follow new people, it suggests people in your contacts. So a lot of the stuff that you might be posting might be people who be like, oh, let me go see who I know that's on Instagram. It's the church lady. It's your boss. It's whoever. And they click on your profile. Now they seeing niggas ain't shit, but hoes and tricks, whatever the case might be. So you got to be very careful what you put out there.
Because this is because I'm thinking of it like this.
Says a lot about your character.
Absolutely.
You know, what happens if somebody goes on social media and says, who is somebody we look up to? Let's just say Jay-Z or Beyonce. Let's say Beyonce. Like, let's say somebody goes.
Let's say Fred Hammond.
Okay, Fred Hammond is a good. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Fred Hammond is a good example because he's on social media.
And he a positive person, but right.
And let's say somebody goes and really defaces his name and really you know, just drags his name in the dirt. Shouldn't he have a right to defend himself because so many people look up to him? What if they say that Fred Hammond had an orgy and cheated on his wife? I think he should have the right at that same token to say, you know what, for the sake of everybody that love me and know me, y'all should know that I didn't do it.
And
You know what I'm
in
saying?
this case, that's different.
That's I think you should do something like that.
And again,
But
we
not
said
tit for tat.
depends. It depends
Yeah.
on the situation.
Well,
like I
see,
said,
'cause when I
if
was
it's
trending-
defamation of character, if it's a lie
Right.
that you want to defend, if it involves children, things
You
like
just
that,
gotta clear
then
your
yeah.
name.
But if it's an argument
and
between,
then say it's a personal problem, it's a personal thing, and I choose not to play this out on social media. I would like for y'all to respect my situation and what I'm going through, and we're gonna handle it off of social media. And if they want to continue to handle it on there, that's gonna be them. But I'm here to say I didn't do it or whatever. But what was you about to say, Mr. E?
Well, what I was gonna say was when I was telling y'all I had a situation with an artist and I was trending. The thing about it is I never did go back and forth with them. That's the crazy thing. So they tweeted like all these tweets, about 100 tweets about me in this situation that was a lie. So what I did is I got up that morning. The whole city was waiting on it. And all I did is retweet what she said. And then when I retweeted what she said, I just told my side of the story. I added a little humor to it. But I never did go back and forth with her. You know what I'm saying?
You handle it with taste. You handle it with class and humor.
Yeah, because I never fucked over nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything that I had to say was factual. It wasn't, I think you a hoe, I think you got a big head, or you ugly.
messy
like
arguments.
that.
Yeah,
it wasn't
messy
like
arguments.
that.
Black Rhino
it was
done
factual.
said, oh, they said Donnie McClurkin is gay. You know what?
See, I'm not
Donnie
getting into
McClurkin
that.
ain't got nothing to do with this
I ain't
topic
getting into
right
that.
now. And his sexuality.
We're not going to do
Oh,
that.
You know,
no.
I
We
think
don't do
he
that
was
here.
touched.
Yeah.
But I don't
We
think
don't
he
do
was
that.
gay, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We bless his heart, though. God bless the man of God, Donnie McClurkin. Anyways, I had to read that comment because it was just so out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. You still can't see the comments.
And then
Mr.
he
E, huh?
said, yep, I fired
You know
him.
I can't see the comments.
It's
You know what?
something
We
going
need
on.
to put that in the intro. When y'all do the intro, y'all need to also make sure
No,
everybody knows.
you need to research. You need to research. Because if what you call it in them
Instagram.
perceive,
You know it's Instagram. Don't try to blame me, man.
And then you saw him
Don't
one
embarrass me in
day.
front of
if
company.
you see,
You seen him one day though. One day you saw him with
Okay,
Chrissy,
one
right?
day. We on episode 40. I seen him one day. Come on, baby.
come on, man, you
Don't
gotta
make me
research.
blame me. I
You
don't
gotta
have no control
research.
over that.
You gotta
Come on,
research.
Figure it out.
Okay.
Figure it out.
What was I gonna say about?
You know, Tiana too, when she got into it with Jeremiah right before that little
It
tour.
wasn't no coming back for that tour.
Oh,
they was
man.
never gonna tour
She
again and work
got
together
his
again
ass so bad.
after that.
I love them both, but yeah, that was a messy one. He didn't even respond. He just was totally muted. Didn't even respond, but she did videos. She was tweeting. She had Instagram posts. She was
trying to be
hard.
petty, and he didn't. I appreciate what he did because professionally, I don't think and honestly, it's like Tiana had all this buzz, and after that, I don't really feel like her buzz is still the same.
Sometimes you got to be careful.
You got to be careful. You didn't have your
love her to
buzz.
death still.
I
She's
do,
so
and
talented.
I wish the best
So
for her
talented.
and Jeremiah, but for some reason she said he got to acting like a diva and being jealous of her and her fans and whatever.
I put it on social media, and I saw it when I saw it.
That's money.
And I saw it. I was like, why
Right.
put it on social media?
Why put it on social media? It's messy.
And then on top of
That was
And
so
dropped
messy.
herself from the tour. Right,
And
she
then
dropped
on-
her own self from the tour.
And then
Yeah.
got her own tour.
But it's not
going
going to do as good as a Jeremiah.
It wasn't.
That
gonna
would have
do
been
it for the
together. He's my
together.
favorite artist.
They
Definitely
should
of
have
all
made that
time.
work, and they probably could have made it
That
work
would've
if
been
it
a
didn't
great
get so ugly and go to
show.
social media the way it did. Like I said, you can mess up your money.
Mess it up
You
for
can
sure.
mess up the
Your
potential.
reputation.
Now who want to
Your
work with
image.
her? Because
Your
they like,
image.
man,
She
I don't
going
know about
hard.
her. She'll put you on blast if I get to act in some type of way. And, it's just you got to be careful. I mean, professionally, if it can affect you professionally, it can hurt you in any kind of way. It can hurt your kids. It can hurt you professionally.
Hurt your future.
I just don't think that one should play out their personal life and business on social media like that. I just think
We had one homegirl earlier that said she does it though. Like you said,
right?
Or like she said,
but we
to look
got
back.
hella problems going on, and we got friends that got hella problems and all kind of stuff. But
Ain't no post gonna fix
you
it.
gotta kind of keep your personal life personal in a sense. If you don't want to continue, you don't want people in your business. In a sense, it seemed like Cardi B threatening people to she gonna get off social media. But it's like, but you took the social media.
With Nikki too. Remember when her and Nikki, she was posting them long ass books,
And then she deleted her account.
Oh Lord!
And I mean, it's just Go get some counseling, people,
and get off the telephone.
Yeah. So we 49 minutes after the hour, yes. And tonight we did. This show was about putting your personal relationship business on social media. But we talk about all kind of different topics right here on Love and War Talk on Love and War Radio. All right. So make sure you guys email us if you have a topic or some type of dilemma, you want us to address it, you want us to talk about it, you want a male's perspective from Mr. E, you want a female's perspective from your girl D-Light and Ebony, give them the email, child.
What is the email? loveandwartalk@gmail.com. Make sure you all email us those subject requests or topics, and then also follow the Love and War Talk page on IG. Follow all of our pages. I think you're following my page, Ebony Mose, and MistaEDiddy, because that's who we're going live together with. But make sure you follow my sis.
Yeah, sometimes we occasionally go live on my account as well.
She just got a lot of church folk over there, so we got to be careful.
Pastors and be on there. You know what I'm saying?
We got to be careful.
But we do this on Monday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. for everybody, all of our followers out there with Mr. E in Dallas Central Standard Time, Dallas, Houston, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time and 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time if you're out here in Los Angeles on the west side, on the west coast with us. And the Hallelujah gang. You know what, Black Rhino? I ain't messing with you. So Ebony, what was I gonna say? I keep getting distracted. I was gonna say something about God have mercy.
Lord.
Something about the topic.
Well, let's go to the people want to know.
Right, no, that's what I was gonna ask her. When are you gonna do the sex tips?
I know,
again?
I haven't been ready.
When you gonna do the sex tips?
So we got everybody's sex life lacking because she ain't giving us no sex tips.
We ain't got no sex. I was just
I
want to tell her though. Thank you.
And
for
it's
that.
winter time too.
Thank you for that organic coconut oil, child. That stuff is a miracle. It is. I mean, hey, if you trying to, you know what I'm saying, you need a little
some all natural,
you know what I'm saying, going,
and it tastes good. That other stuff be tasting like cough syrup.
And man, that stuff, it just melt. You get that organic from Trader Joe's.
It's so buttery, nutty. It just make the nut make together.
And it just slippery. Oh, it's so good. And just
put it on.
Y'all better. We'll talk about that. That's been my personal business. I shouldn't put my personal business, but anyway, thank you for that sex tip.
It's coming back.
So we're not doing D-Light's Insights tonight. So we doing Mr. E. People want to know before we get up out of here. Go ahead, Mr. E. People want to know what.
I'm nosy.
People want to know what.
I got two questions. Okay.
Right.
First off, you don't have to go into specifics, especially you, D-Light. You don't have to go into specifics, but have y'all?
Would you trying to say I'm long-winded?
Have y'all? No. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean when I ask my question. Whenever I can ask it. Okay. Have y'all ever sent out nudes? That's part one of my question. Have you ever sent out nudes? Okay.
Of course. That's part.
I have, but if you ain't gonna see my face with it, you ain't gonna see my face with it. So if you can say that's somebody else's titties.
Okay, well
that ain't my titties.
Well, here's the deal. This is just my second question. My second question is: have you ever had a fear of somebody leaking? I'm sorry, your nudes.
Leaking. I was like, leaking. That sounds sexual.
Leaking your nudes. I'm sorry, leaking your nudes on social media.
Absolutely, because I had dealt with a couple of rappers, and
damn, you been sending your stuff out there to some rappers so much.
Back in the day, though, that was back.
All up on the radio, sending your nudes.
And that was why I was worried too. And I had a tape. And so I was like, ooh.
And a tape it.
Yeah, so we was. So
I'm
glad that I've been never wanting to make it. You know what I mean? I ain't never
make it.
Make
it.
Because I was like, shit, man. As soon as I get big, it's going to be like, bitch, give me 100 racks. It's going to be something.
They're going to be like, we got that Ebony Mose on video.
Okay. For sure.
Well, with me, I did have a video back in the 90s.
Not the 90s.
Bitch, it wasn't a video. I was about to say that was a VHS.
We talking about a VHS. What do you call it?
R. Kelly tape.
He had a VHS.
It was a VCR tape.
Oh my goodness.
Pop it in and you rewind it.
So I was so glad when VCRs went out of style because I'm thinking maybe that tape got moved around and they moved around and everything and all that kind of stuff. But that was my fear. I did have a fear of that at one point in time, but I've never sent out a nude with the face show. You feel me? Like
I got more questions, but I'll save it because I got more questions.
We got. Okay,
well,
okay,
you got one more. You got
one more.
I got
one more question too because we got 3 minutes.
Black Rhino said my video was in black and white. You damn right. It was damn black and white. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin, old child.
They weren't y'all out. Okay, I got one more question.
Go ahead. We got time. We started at 8:05. Remember?
We wasn't gonna do a whole hour, but I'm feeling better now.
You're feeling better instantly, huh?
Okay. You might want
one more question.
Okay.
Wait. First of all, nigga, why don't you answer the question? Have you ever sent nudes?
This ain't for me. This ain't. Look.
Have you ever did a video?
And have you ever?
Nah, you know what? Honestly, I've never seen nudes in my life, and I'm being honest.
Never.
For that reason.
You must be ashamed of that pain.
What that pain looking like?
It's not
What's that pain?
What that pain look like?
You got a schmeck or schlong.
You must be like, let's
a classy nigga, man. I never.
You ain't sending no peen pics.
I already know how women are when they get mad at you.
Look, he done forgot his question already.
Yeah, I ain't
Okay, go ahead with your last question.
Okay, my last question is, what would y'all do if y'all walked in a room just somewhere else and y'all and Delight, you seen Ebony sex tape? How would you react? Or Ebony, how would you react if you went to the beauty shop somewhere, barber shop, or with your boys and somewhere, your homeboys, and saw Delight sex tape? How would you react?
From the 90s, that's gonna be real bad.
I don't know.
That's gonna be real bad.
That's a weird ass question.
I know it.
I don't know. Nobody knows. I am very protective over my younger sister. I have had majority of my fights in my life have been over this girl or with this girl. Okay.
So would you fight?
I would probably go break out into it'd be a whole situation.
Ain't no tape gonna be in no damn barbershop.
Because you know,
if a dude is sending out pictures, if somebody put my sister on blast on social media, somebody put somebody on blast, I'm going all the way psycho. But I said, don't play it out. Look, I said, don't play out your business on social media. Okay. And here I'm about to go psycho over the
news. That's why I don't send
Norman Bates around this motherfucker.
That's why.
I'll lose it. I'll lose it. When it comes to my little sister, I would really lose it. I promise you. I don't play that. I don't play that.
She don't play. So.
I'm going to fight.
She ain't never going to run into no tape.
That was one thing I could tell my wife. Before we got married, that was one thing I could tell my wife. I said, one thing you ain't got to worry about from me. You'll never, ever see a picture of me on the internet. That's one thing I can bring. That's one thing I can bring.
You ever did a video?
No, video. Nope.
Video.
Video? You boring.
Now,
y'all ain't did no video? You ain't
no, I did. I did.
That's the sex tip right now. Everybody do a video with your wife.
No. Let me tell the truth.
With your wife.
I've done a video on my phone. I've done a video on my phone, but they were on my phone. I never did one for nobody else.
You want to control the content.
Yeah.
You control the content.
Yeah.
So you did it on your phone.
Have you showed
it? Or what did you do?
Have you blasted anybody's video or pictures?
My pictures?
No, of that girl or the other
We both
person.
asked 2 questions.
No, I would not.
You ain't showing none of your partners the video or showed your partner?
Because niggas be showing pictures too,
No,
especially if they doing stuff.
I mean, honestly, I don't. I mean, when I tell you I've had thousands of pictures, and I don't show none of them. I'm just being honest.
They don't be like, send me a pic back?
Yeah, I be like, no.
All right. So you know what? This happened to me recently. We talking about maybe a week and a half ago, and I had to block this young dude from like Mississippi or something. He was a Facebook friend, but you know how one of them Facebook friends, they your Facebook friends, but you don't even know him. I don't even know why I accepted you as my friend. But like, I'm an older woman. I'm a woman of a certain age. This dude is younger than my son. And I got a 28-year-old son. Okay?
Right.
And he basically, out of the blue one morning, called me on Facebook. So, first of all, I got my do-rag on in the morning. I'm looking some type of way. And all of a sudden, I got a call coming in at like 5 a.m. And I was like, what the hell? Who is that? And so I'm like, decline. You know what I'm saying? He called back. I'm like, decline. So just long story short, I'm like, do I know you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna answer my phone. Do I know you? Long story short, the dude sent me a picture of his penis.
I was about to say, did you answer the call? He was butt naked, like, hello.
I didn't answer the call. But he started like,
I get those
instant
all
messaging.
the time.
I hate that.
On Snapchat too. You get
and young people. Why y'all just sending your penis pictures out there like that?
Pictures and everything.
He was showing pictures of his face.
I never did that.
I said, oh, if I knew his mama, I wanted to research and find who your mama is, because I'm calling that bitch right now. And I'm going to go off on her, because how dare. My son ain't out there calling women like this, doing sending nothing. I mean, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I was very disrespected. I was like, and I'm in the picture on Facebook with me and my husband in the block.
Okay.
In the block.
Oh my
Anyways,
goodness.
yeah. Speaking of penis pictures.
What did you say to him? What did you say? What kind of impression did you leave on him to make him?
Did you even respond?
I left a block impression.
No. I'm
How
talking
about
about
that? I'm blocking you.
I'm
I never did nothing. I never talked to that
messing.
dude in my life. I don't know what makes you just call somebody at 5 o'clock in the morning on Facebook Live and then start sending them, harassing them and sending them nasty dick pics.
Yeah.
Like,
Man.
what has this world come to?
Mental,
them 90s babies.
What did you say? Mental
them
something
90s
was real.
I don't know. Some about
illness
them
is
people
real.
in them 90s.
That's a mental illness.
Yeah. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching and putting up with our shenanigans tonight. You know what I'm saying? This was Love and War Talk on Love and War Radio live on
every Monday night.
Live. All right, catch us on YouTube too. On just search for Love and War Radio. We need our subscribers. I'm gonna put this video on there. We're gonna put the last week. So we occasionally put our videos on there from the IG Live. So join in, tune in, watch. We definitely on Spotify, iTunes, our podcast, all of that. All right. Good night, D-Light, aka Granny.
Good luck.
You know what, Black Rhino?
Man, you look, y'all don't do my co-host like that.
He said he wanted that senior citizen love. Why he doing her like that?
Man, y'all ain't finna do my co-host like that.
Man. I ain't got great coochie hairs yet.
He think he funny, the comedian. He's hilarious though, Derek. He always want to throw jokes. See,
that's all right.
And everybody
that's
else.
All right.
I did him like that too when he called me the other day and he was blowing up my phone and I'm like, who the fuck is this? This nigga. I was booed up, so
booed up.
Well, not booed up, but you know,
yeah,
I was
something like that. All right, y'all. Mr. E, what you got to say to everybody out there? Because we only got 1 minute remaining to say.
Yes.
Hey man, keep your business off social media. Man.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're a man, and I can say this from the man perspective, we don't do all that talking, man. You know, G's moving silence, man, just like that.
Okay, no bitch assness, as Diddy used to say back in the day.
Do that. We don't do that. You know, we move in silence, man.
Oh man,
that's some good advice. And young women,
do the same.
Go get some counseling, some help. Go get some counseling. Go talk to your homegirl.
Fat honey said no. She said,
"Fat honey, go talk to your mama. Go talk to a therapist."
Hit him with them posts, honey.
Don't be Cardi B.
He gonna like this shit.
Don't be Nene Leaks.
She gonna keep telling it.
Y'all keep your business to yourself. All right.
You know
we love y'all. Thank you so much for watching.
All right. Have a great night.
Have a beautiful week.